What's up, y'all? Corn here from Scrubbin for Hire. Wrapping up to the end of the year. I wanted to bring a deck that I haven't played in a while. I haven't updated in a while, but I finally got the cards to update it. And there is one proxy in here, sorry, because I lost it. I don't know where it is. But yeah, we're going to get right into this real quick. This is DARKLORD. I haven't played this in quite a while, but I've been playing it recently. It's still a really fun deck. It's a budget deck, anti-meta as hell. In no way is this competitive, but yeah. So starting out with the monsters, you got 3 Yugioh, obvious to draw a card of the deck. This deck draws a lot. I got a lot of draw cards in here. I'm going to go over them as well. So 3 Yugioh, 3 Superbia for the Yugioh targets. Plus you play 3 trade-ins, so the level 8s are very important. You play, I think I play 7 targets. I believe, yeah, 7 targets or 6. I can't remember. 2 Zerados. This is only for Allure Darkness. I play 2 because you want to have another 8 to make rank 8 plays with. The only other 8 in here is Gamma Seal. So 2 Zerado for the Superbia to make rank 8 plays. 2 Nastin. He is very important in discarding your DARKLORD cards to activate them from grave to get searches. So 2 is good. 3 is too many, I believe. You can search him out. So there's no reason you should play 3 right now. 2 is good enough. 1 Tez. Just because he's a 9 and, well, that's not even important. Just because he's big, he's 28, and he protects your DARKLORD cards like from Darkhold Regeki and stuff like that. 1 Amdisk. This is like the worst one of them all. Well, not really. But he can get your stuff back from the graveyard, discard him and a DARKLORD card, grab a DARKLORD card from grave, add it back to your hand. You can add your Contact back or your Yugioh back if you need it for next turn, or add your Tez back if you need it for protection. 1 Yugioh, because yeah, he's the only normal summon of the deck, only DARKLORD normal summon of the deck, because he can dump stuff, and he's a good target when you've got your DARKLORD trap cards on the board. You can just pitch him to the graveyard or tribute him and do that effect on the field. The 1 Gamma Seal. This build is a bit different from what I have online. That's because Ash Forehead ain't easy to come by. And I'm actually borrowing one from my friend right now. I do play Lava Golem online, but I do flop between Gamma Seals and Lava Golems because sometimes you do need to normal summon in this deck. There's one normal summon that's very important, and obviously that is 2 Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, because you play the Spellbook engine. I'll play a very small one because you don't want to see it more than once. You want to see it once and that's it. And once you got that draw out the way, you shouldn't need it again. For the hand traps, 1 Maxi, 1 Gogurt, and 1 Forehead. Big Forehead. Because, well, like I said, I will play a second one, but these are hard to come by. I'm borrowing this from a friend right now, so yeah. But I would definitely play 2 and 1 Maxi if you have a second one. But you don't need more hand traps than that. Alright, on to the spells. 3 Banishment, 3 Search of Everything. Standard, you have to play this, it's important. 3 Contacts. I've actually had these cards be banished before, so you have to play 3 of everything almost, especially with the spell cards. 3 and 3, perfect. You need this to bring back your Superbias and your other monsters as well. 3 trade-in, more draw power. Draw. That's what this deck does. 3 trade-ins, you got your Superbias, your DARKLORD Zerados, and sometimes Gamma Seal or Lava Golem if you really need to. I've done it numerous times. 2 Allure Darkness for more draw power. 1 Secrets and 1 Knowledge. You only need 1 of each because you're only going to use this once. You want to see Blue Boy because it's the normal summon, but then you want to go get the Secrets and the Knowledge, and that's it. You don't want to draw any more of it. You want to just see this and that's it. The 1 Twin Twister just for backward destruction. And the 1 Skill Charge because, yeah, Skill Charge. It's really good in this deck. Be careful with it though because you pay a lot of life points in this deck. So so be careful with this card. On to the trap cards. We don't play that many. We play 2 Rebellion, popping non-targeting destruction, really good. You only need 2 though, don't play 3. I think 1 is not enough. You want to see this card on the field as well as in the graveyard as well, because you can use it once to tribute and pop something, and then use it again if you have a DARKLORD card on the field to pop something as well. So I like to have 2 of this. 1 enchantment, you really don't want more than 1 of this because it's just it's take your monster, give me your shit, that's it. But you only want to see this once. You don't want to draw it, that's why it's at 1. You want to put it in the graveyard with Ukabuk or something else. Put it in the graveyard, that way it's live in there. One back to the front for Superbia, really. It's the main reason why it's in here. Just so when you don't draw contact, when you can't get contact, or when you need some defense, you can activate this, summon Superbia, summon something else, and use that to summon something else, or pop something, or, you know, stuff like that. The one old warning, one old geezer, don't play strikes because you already pay 1,000 for each of their effects. You don't want to pay too many more light points. So, but you need the one warning to stop certain plays, so it's very important. And then for the last trap cards that you play 2 Full Force and 1 Eradicator Epidemic Virus, because these can blow your opponent out the water. You can activate this. Most of the time you're going to call spells. Unless you're playing against Paleo or Trickstar or something like that, you're going to call spells most of the time. And this can absolutely kill your opponent all the way. And Full Force as well. You can call this against play this against a lot of players right now. And this will just blow most decks out completely. So yeah, but only 2 and 1 because you don't want to see this. You don't want to draw too many of this, but you want to draw it, but not too many times. This is only have 1, so you're only gonna play 1. You don't play deck Debbie because, you know, Burning Abyss, those are real, and plus, you know, other decks work off being destroyed. So that's the main deck. On to the extra. It's missing 1 card. I cannot find it. It's a Lancelot. I forgot what number he is, but yeah, you need 1 Lancelot. He negates whatever activates. 2,000 attack, can attack directly. If he hits your opponent directly, he destroys a monster in the field that's face up. So he's really good to go into if you're going for game and want to just, you know, seal the deal. Next, you play Hope Harbinger because it's the Hope. He negates spells, takes spells, any 3,000 attack. Real big. Everything in this deck is huge. 1 Cypher. You also play the 1 Galaxy Eyes Full Armor because he's 4,000. He pops stuff as well. Cypher just takes stuff. You know, this deck likes to take stuff, pop stuff, draw cards. The 1 Alistair High Protector of Narnia. He's just good for spinning stuff, and he's got 3,200 defense in case you need some, you know, some defense. The 1 Zombie Stein, he's 45, 2 level 8 darks. You got those. Those are real easy. The 1 Felgran, because Felgran, you pretty much need to run all the 8s you can because it's mainly what you're going to go into, and you need all the options possible. On to the 10s, run the trains, Dora the Explorer, and the Gustav Cannon because, yeah, burn damage and because big and unaffected. And also you run the spiders as well, the Ravenous Tarantula and the Pain Gainer and the 7 Sins because you can make them really easy and because they're big. This is a beatdown deck. You want to beat your opponent down to death, and then you want to stun them with your viruses and then summon a bunch of monsters and beat them down for game. So yeah, you run the spiders. You run 7s, Big Eye and Flare Metal because you have Nastin. Sometimes you'll have 2 Nastins on board, or enchantment may take a 7, and you can overlive and make into one of these, and yeah, take one monster and they can't get it back, and you know, still your girl and burn damage. And the last monster you run is Decode Talker because sometimes you need to have a Link monster on board, or you take your opponent's monster and make a decode with it, or you take the Link monster and make this with it. So sometimes it's pretty good to have a Link monster in here. I wouldn't play more than 1 because you really don't play that many things from the extra deck, but if you were going to take something out, I would say you probably take this out because you really don't need it most time, or 1 of your 8s because you run a lot of 8s. Keep these because they pop stuff. Keep these in particular because they negate and pop things as well. I will take out probably 1 of these. If anything, I take out 1 of these monsters because you don't summon them a whole lot. I barely ever summon these. So these could come out for like an Akashic Magician or another Link 3 monster that you could take one monster and use that with. But yeah, that's the deck profile, y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I don't plan on taking this to any regional or anything. This is a budget deck that I really love to play. It's very fun, very cool to play around with. And yeah, so we have the regionals coming up pretty soon here in Shreveport. And I'm not sure what I'm going to play. I have Zombie Sworn or Pendulum Magician. I'm so in between on what I want to play. It's ridiculous. I don't even know. But let me know what y'all think about this deck profile. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. And subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends. I've got many more deck profiles to come. But thanks so much for watching, y'all. And we'll see y'all in the next video, all right? Deuces.